Nalyssa Smith never helps herself with some of the things that she says.
The tea is hot with this Nalyssa Smith drama. Fresh off her trade to Dallas, she's out here spilling all the dirt on the Fever. Not a single crumb of loyalty left for her old team.
So, Nalyssa Smith.
But wait, the plot twist here is too good. While Smith's over there throwing her little tantrum, the Fever might have just pulled off the heist of the century. They landed Sophie Cunningham, and sheesh. Everyone's talking about her three-point game, but that's just the tip of the iceberg with what she brings to the table. Listen, I need to break down why this trade might have Indiana looking like absolute geniuses.
I forgot to mention, Nalyssa Smith is gone, if you're the Fever. How great do you feel about that? My goodness. Like, finally.
Okay, guys, before we get into the whole Nalyssa Smith drama, I need to take you back to 2022 when she was literally everyone's draft crush. The Fever were like, we just got our girl with that number 2 pick, but little did they know. I mean, initially, she ate and left no crumbs, dropping 13 and 8 like it was nothing major. The Fever fan base was fully in their feels, thinking they'd finally found their main character to build around. But 2024 came through and baby, it was giving flop. Like, what happened? Her defense started looking like me trying to parallel park. Those easy layups were bouncing off the rim like they owed her money. And don't even get me started on the free throw situation because I cannot. The fans went from Yas Queen to new phone who this? Real quick. The most embarrassing part? Coach Sides had her benched during the big moments. Imagine being the girl that was supposed to save the franchise and you're just sitting there watching the game like the rest of us. That's not just a fall from grace. That's a whole origin story villain arc for real. For real.
I got frustrated watching her play, and she represented, I think, the remnants of anything else that was wrong with the team. Right? From the Christie Sides era and everything. And last year was a good year, all things considered. Wish her the best. But I actually think the Fever get great return here, considering I don't know where all these people think Nalyssa Smith's value was so high all of a sudden, given the way she played and everything else. But
here's the tea. It wasn't just her playing that was rough. Fever fans were getting super frustrated, and the drama on social media was intense. Like, Smith kept finding herself caught up in all these messy situations that just made everything so much worse. It was like watching a train wreck in slow motion, for real. Remember when she and her partner, Dijonai Carrington, went on Instagram Live and had fun with the whole Caitlin Clark eye poke thing?
Real quick, please.
Ow!
Oh, I'm sorry. You poked me in the eye.
And now, well, we probably need to talk about what's really going on with the Fever. Because honestly, things are about to get interesting.
So the Indiana Fever are a damn good team right now. And people are getting mad. They're claiming it's rigged. They're literally claiming the WNBA is rigged.
So, the Fever are basically getting a total makeover right now. We're talking Caitlin Clark, plus Aaliyah Boston is just going off, and don't even get me started on how amazing Kelsey Mitchell and Lexi Hull are looking. The whole team is turning into this super fast do-it-all squad that's honestly giving me life. But here's where it gets awkward. Nalyssa Smith, she's kind of become the odd one out. You know when you're trying to make your old jeans work with your cute new outfit and it's just not it? That's basically what's happening here. The WNBA these days is all about players who can shoot from literally anywhere, guard anyone on the court, and keep up with this crazy, fast-paced style. Meanwhile, Smith is like stuck in another era or something? I hate to say it, but watching her try to fit in with this new squad is low-key uncomfortable. Like, we're all thinking it, right? Something's gonna give.
I think we can utilize, more versatility. Utilize the certain players in different ways. I'm a forward-thinking, outside-the-box kind of.
The Fever with Coach White wants to implement a whole new winning formula, and trust me, it's going to change the game completely. They're looking for players who can match Caitlin Clark's tempo, and we all know how electric she is. Think about a style of play that's so fast it'll make your head spin. They need players who can sprint the floor and snag those ridiculous passes Clark's going to be throwing. The reality is, there's no space anymore for players who can only do one thing well. Everything about the new Fever is about being adaptable, playing together, and changing things up on the fly. But Nalyssa Smith, she was still playing an old school game while everyone else had moved on to something completely different. And so, Sophie Cunningham has entered the picture. She's exactly what the Fever want in every way. Cunningham isn't just another player on the roster. She's a clear message about what this team is becoming. It's like they're saying, this is the new Indiana Fever and we're not here to mess around.
I'm very, very competitive. And like in high school and in college, sometimes it's to a fault.
The contrast couldn't be clearer. Cunningham has been in the WNBA's top 20 for threes made per minute for 3 straight seasons. And now, She's about to team up with Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. That's like assembling the Avengers of three-point shooting, for those of you that are probably wondering if she's really worth all the hype compared to Smith. Let me hit you with these numbers. Cunningham was shooting a scorching 38% from three last season, while Smith, well, let's just say she wasn't in the same universe. But hold up, this isn't just about buckets. Cunningham brings this electricity to the court that changes everything. Here's something wild. Over 4 seasons, she's maintained that killer 38% from deep. Know how many players who've hit over 200 threes have done better? Just 4 in the entire league. And one of them happens to be her new teammate, Kelsey Mitchell. But that's not even the best part. With Cunningham spreading the floor, the Fever's all-star guards are going to have more room to cook than a 5-star kitchen. In Phoenix, she was basically a basketball chameleon, guarding speedy point guards one night and battling power forwards the next. And if you're into perfect matches, her aggressive physical style is exactly what Coach White's been dreaming of for her defense-first system. Talk about meant to be.
Seamless fit with the Fever, the way she plays.
Are you starting to see the bigger picture here? The Fever didn't just make some random trade. They basically hit the reset button on their entire team identity. But apparently Smith couldn't let them have their moment without creating some drama. You know how some people can't help but create drama on their way out the door? Well, Nalyssa Smith just gave us a masterclass in burning bridges. Like, the trade announcement wasn't even cold yet, and girl was already making moves. Immediately, the trade dropped. Smith was already on Instagram, acting like she couldn't delete Indiana Fever from her bio fast enough. Like, could you be any more obvious about it? But wait, it gets worse. Instead of taking the high road, clearly not in her skill set, she just had to throw shade at the Indiana Fever, saying that they didn't believe in her. Honey, they believed in you plenty. You're the one who couldn't make a shot to save your life last season. The delusion is real. Can we talk about how unprofessional this is? Like, you're supposed to be a professional athlete, not a teenager going through their first breakup. All she had to do was say, "Thank you for the opportunity," and move on. But no, she had to make it messy. And let's be honest, Fever fans are out here celebrating. The comments are killing me. Someone wrote, "We are just as glad to have her out of Indy." Another wrote, "Wait until she helps up her girlfriend instead of her teammates." That was the day we all wanted her out of Indy. Hope she's a better teammate in Texas. I mean, when your own fans are this happy to see you go, that says everything. Now everyone's wondering if she can save her career in Dallas. But between us, if she puts as much energy into her game as she does into her Instagram updates, maybe she'd still be in Indiana. Just saying. Meanwhile, I cannot wait for that first game against Dallas. The drama is going to be next level, assuming Smith can even get playing time with her new team. Hey guys, what do you think? Join the conversation in the comments section. Also, if you loved this breakdown of the Smith drama, make sure you don't miss any of our future WNBA tea. Hit that follow button, and you might as well turn those notifications on while you're at it. Check out our last video right here. It's all about Caitlin Clark's impact on the Fever, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. See you next time. Thanks for watching.